Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about my skin journey, specifically my skin journey with Accutane. I was on Accutane for about 6 months and I just thought I would kind of share with you my experience. So if any of you are about to start or have been offered it and don't know whether to take it, then you can kind of use this video as a little guide and hopefully it'll clear up your mind and just make the progress a little bit easier for you to go ahead and do. So I'm going to jump straight into it. I've got a few notes, so if I keep looking down it's because I'm looking at my notes. I've probably missed off so much, but I'm just literally going to talk about, you know, what I went through, how it made me feel, and just where I'm at now. So yeah, I'll talk more in depth as we go on in the video. Let's start with the stages on how you get to be offered the drug, essentially. No matter what, you have to go through all the stages with the doctors. So I started with epidural cream. I'm terrible at pronouncing. I can't even remember half the stuff that I've been on, to be honest. So I had a cream, I tried a gel, I tried a tablet, like another tablet. I really cannot remember the names. The epidural cream worked for a little while. I've got pictures. I will show them on the screen during the video. They'll just pop up randomly. So you have to go through, I think it's like 4 or 5 stages. They have to follow a scheme before they can refer you to a dermatologist. And I didn't know this until like the last step, which was pretty annoying just because with my doctors, I don't actually have the same doctor. If I wanted to have the same doctor, it takes like months to be able to like see her. So I basically just go with whoever I can get as soon as possible, and it normally takes about 2 or 3 weeks before I can get an appointment sometimes. But anyway, so you have to go through all the stages. You get offered different creams and gels and tablets, and obviously if they work, great, that obviously solves the issue. If not, then eventually you get down to being referred to your dermatologist. So I got down to this stage, and honestly I don't think I was told enough. With a lot of the doctors, they've not actually been on the tablet themselves, so it's hard for them to be like, oh yeah, this is what to expect, blah 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 blah. And again, I think I had how many different doctors did I have? I think I had 2 different ones. I had 3 actually. I had a lady, she was a bit rude. You know, I'm not the skinniest, but she basically said that I need to lose weight because that could be like one of the main effects of it, and that was a bit of a blow, if I'm honest. I was a bit like, wow, it's my first appointment. Also I was a bit nervous, didn't know what to expect, and she straight in, you know, was like, yeah, maybe if you lost weight it'd help. And I was like, oh, okay, great. Thanks for that. That made me feel even more confident. I have spots and I'm fat. So yeah, that wasn't great. So on the first day, when you turn up, they basically make you sign a form. It's like this, it's not a massive booklet, but it's like, I don't know, 20 pages, and it like explains all this, blah blah blah. Let's be honest, no one ever actually reads it. Like, I read most of it, but I was a bit like, this is a bit long, I'm not gonna read it. So I just, you know, I think everyone just skim reads and whatever. They just talk you through it. You will suffer with some side effects, the like common ones, which is like nosebleeds, an upset stomach, sore lips. Yeah, the list goes on. They just name a couple of things, are like, you know, this is what you should kind of expect. And then they told me, so every time that I come to an appointment, I have to take a pregnancy test, and I had to be weighed every single time because the dosage they give you goes by your body weight. So to be fair, being heavier does help because you can blast your body a little bit more. You have to have that done every time, otherwise they won't give you your new set of drugs, basically. What else was there? And then every 3 months you have to have a blood test, just because where it's such a harsh drug, you have to make sure that your body's, you know, dealing okay with it. On like the last month of me being on the tablets, I actually got like a high cholesterol, so they had to just watch that. I never actually went back for my last appointment because all the coronavirus hit pretty hard, and I basically had my last appointment over the phone. Hopefully I'm okay. I feel like this was years ago, but it's not. So I had my first appointment, obviously tell you what to expect, sign all the forms. Then the second appointment I had was then getting me started on the tablets, asking any other questions that I had, and yeah, they just like basically double check with you that you're positive that you want to go on the tablets. One thing that I did actually forget to mention I just remembered. They recommend that you're either on the implant or on the pill, just because if you do fall pregnant, it's a serious risk to your baby, and if you are trying to have kids, they recommend that you don't go on these tablets. I'm now going to talk about how it made my body feel and like the side effects that I experienced. So one of the first side effects I had a bloody nose, but I'd never had a nosebleed, and my nose got really sore, like I couldn't even touch it. So you know, like when you get an itchy nose and you sit there like this, honestly, if I touched my nose, it made my eyes water. It was so painful. I don't really know why, but that's just like one of the main things I remember basically whinging about. I had cracked lips, like so bad. I think that is the biggest side effect. I went through tubs of Vaseline. In the end, Vaseline wasn't like cutting it for me, so what did I go on to? I think it was is it O'Keeffe's? I think that's like a stronger one, so maybe take some notes if you want, but O'Keeffe's lip balm was a saviour to me. They're not cheap, it depends where you look, but I literally probably spent a good 20-30 quid on them, because I was literally sitting there putting that on every 5 minutes. Honestly, my lips hurt so bad. It's making my lips feel weird now talking about it. Another side effect that I experienced was sore eyes. It wasn't all the time, but when I got them, I literally, another thing, I was just whinging about it. I whinged about everything, to be honest. I would recommend investing in some eye drops. If you do get sore eyes, eye drops are your best friend, honestly. Vaseline, O'Keeffe's and eye drops. I hope you're writing these down, because you're going to need them. They're like the common side effects. I don't think the dry eyes are as much, but I would say they are, obviously, because that's what happened to me. Flaky skin. Flaky skin is up there. Like, honestly, this was how dry my skin was. I would put my Olay cream on, a sensitive skin one, and within 2 minutes my skin was flaking again. I wasn't the most confident with like my spots in general. Like, I always felt like when someone's talking to me, they're like staring at the massive spot on my face. Well, all the spots. You could play dot to dot on my face. But for me, what was worse was the actual flaky skin, because like me and my mum joke about it now, but like it was so bad, and I literally would go like that, and it was like it was dandruffed on my face. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. It was just like you do that and it was like snowing. Like, honestly, it was mad. And it made me really conscious, like just going out. And I think that was worse than the spots for me. Like, I'm not even going to sugarcoat any of this. That was probably the worst for me. But it didn't get that bad all the time. Like, it would be dry, but like it would have its episodes where it was really flaky. Literally, I'd put moisturiser on and it seemed to do nothing. When I knew like I was experiencing one of them days, I would be like, I'm not going out. I'm staying in. I am not going out, because the cold weather made it worse. So I was like, okay, Sheila, you're going shopping on your own. I am not going out with you with my face like this. So yeah, it was a bit weird. Another one, emotional. I didn't really get emotional. I probably got more angry. Like, I think because it has such a massive impact on your body, it does kind of like, it starts to show. It starts to come out. I wasn't that bad. They do say you have a lot of mood swings, but like I'd have some days and I'm just, you know, you're just agitated and you're like, oh, just leave me alone. That I had a couple of days like that, but I didn't go around like screaming at the top of my lungs. So it isn't that bad. But yeah, I just had days where I was a bit like, just get out of my face, just leave me alone, leave me to do what I need to do, which was nothing. It was weird, but I didn't have too many days of them, thankfully. Regardless whether the sun is out, if it's pouring with rain, you need to put sun cream on, because your skin is so sensitive. Your skin will burn in daylight. It's ridiculous, and I cannot stress this enough. You need to put sun cream on every day, as often as you can. Any opportunity, carry it with you everywhere, because I felt like I didn't do enough of that, so I would highly recommend it. Honestly, just make sure you put sun cream on, because you need to. It is a must. Just do it. Don't ask any questions, just do it, okay? I think that covers all the side effects I experienced. I think that basically wraps up the video. If you do want to ask me any other questions and you don't want to put in the comments below, just send me a message on Snapchat, Instagram, anything, and I'll reply to you. I won't tell anybody. I'd never do that. I know that it can knock your confidence having bad skin. Just know you need to ride it out, and at the end you'll get the results. I hope this video has been some help to you. If it has, leave me a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. But anyway guys, take care and I'll see you very soon. She saves my life, because when I try to watch the women's football, sometimes